Allah informs us in the Quran that He tests and tries His servants. He says, "And surely we shall try you till we test those who strive hard for the cause of Allah, and the patient, and we shall test you in facts," meaning whether you are a truthful person or you are not truthful person. The servants of God are tested in many ways, and in this it tells us some of the ways that God tests us. So Allah made it taste extreme hunger, famine, and fear. It's talking about the loss of wealth. Wealth, the material things that we gain in our lives. Sometimes we are doing very well in a business or something, and we lose those things. So this is the wealth that it's talking about, the loss of wealth. Lives, it means the loss of our friends and our loved ones from death. And fruits, gardens, farms, and the produce that we have. Sometimes countries go through long times of drought and famine, and that's what this is discussing. But at the end of all of this, God gives us something that we can hold on to. He says, "But give glad tidings to the patient." After these hardships, He says, give glad tidings to the patient. Let's ask ourselves then, who are the people He is talking about? Who are the people that are patient? How do you know if you're patient? He tells us, those who when afflicted with a calamity, they say, "Truly to Allah we belong, and truly to Him shall we return." Who are they? Who are the people who are patient? They are those who say, they are those on whom are the salawat, who are blessed and will be forgiven for their Lord, and those who receive His mercy. And who are the patient once again? And it is they who are the guided ones. So in this, Allah has told us the three types of people who are patient. First, He has said that they are the ones who, when afflicted with a calamity, they are the ones who say, "To Allah we belong, and truly to Him we return." And they are the ones on whom He has bestowed His blessing and His mercy. And He says they are the ones who are guided. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu reported, "No fatigue, no disease, no sorrow, nor sadness, nor hurt, nor distress befalls a believer, if it were the prick he receives from a thorn, but that Allah takes away some of his sins for that." My brothers and my sisters, we must understand that this life is not truly the life that we are searching to live. This is a preparation for the true life that comes after this. And we must understand that there will always be afflictions in this life. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and the believers went through hard times. We will also go through hard times. But Allah has told us and promised us in the Quran that if we go through these things, and we go through these things with patience and faith, then nothing can hurt us, nothing can bother us, that we will not be forgiven for, or that Allah would not reward us for. We must remember that this life is a preparation for the next life, that hardships are a part of life. You would not be able to understand the good things of life without the hardships of life. The hardships of life make the good things that come to us from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala better. Just like the good things make us appreciate the bad times, the bad times make us appreciate the good times that Allah has given us. If Allah wants to do good to somebody, He afflicts them with trials. Because when you go through these trials and you're patient and you persevere, you're raised up in the sight of Allah and you're rewarded for those things that you have gone through. So when you're going through hard times in your life, please remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with patience and perseverance. And remember that whatever you go through, whatever hardships you go through now in this life, it will be a removal of those ills for you on the day of judgment, inshallah. Thank you for listening to us today. Hopefully we'll be able to come back with the other side of that patience and prayer on our next meeting. We'll talk about how prayer is that thing that helps you through and helps you become patient and deal with the patience. Our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, when he would set the battle, the lines for battle, he would do all of the things to prepare the soldiers ready for jihad in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then what would he do? He would go and he would pray to Allah, because we can only do what we can do in this life. The rest of it, we must leave to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with our patience and our prayer. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.